Okay, so what I want to do for you guys today is really just show you apples to apples scenario. Typically, a process that I do with a lot of my homeowners in the house when I just compare their current situation to their option that they have now if they decide that solar is a good fit for them. And basically, it's just a numbers thing. You know, they're gonna look at this side, and they're gonna choose the route that they want to go. Most of the time, it's gonna be on this side. But let's just say on the left side, this is homeowner, his name is Bill. On the right side, this homeowner, his name is John, okay? And Bill is currently in a situation where he is with his utility company, and that bill that he pays every single month, in this case, on average, $150. This is a liability, right? So he gets no equity for that money that he pays out every single month just to keep the lights on, right? He's essentially renting power from his landlord, right? And that landlord will increase, rates on him every single year, every single month in some case. Summers really bang you over the head, but it's a fact, right? Electric rates have gone up with inflation. According to EIA.gov, Energy Information Administration, electric rates have gone up 24% nationally just in the last 10 years, right? So it's different in every single market, but it's fact, right? It goes up. So we have, John on this side, he's decided that he wants to just redirect that payment, right, that he would have paid his utility company into an asset on his roof, which will produce power for him so he doesn't have to rent power from the utility company, right? And that's owning his power, right? So if we just compare the numbers on each side, Bill has an average electric bill of $150 a month. That's an annual cost of $1,800 a year. Just having traditional power and hooked up to the meter on the side has no value that's added to his home, and he gets no tax credit for sticking with the utility company. And then, nationally they say on average it's about 4%. Like I said before, it's different in every single market. So let's just say this is going to range for inflation about 4 to 7% every single year on this $150 a month electric bill, which is going to compound, every single year. So next year, 160, or after that, 170, and so on and so on. John, he decided he was able to lock his rate in for solar at a fixed $120 a month bill. So he's saving money off the bat. His annual cost is $1,440. Having this solar as an asset on his roof is adding about 15 to 20% if you were to go and sell the house to the final appraised value. There's a lot of studies on this, and there's a big distinction when talking about owned solar systems and leased solar systems. But again, I'm not a real estate agent, but if you were to compare a house that were identical, completely right next to each other, if one house had solar and could produce its own power and the other didn't, and had a variable electric bill that kept going up every single year, I'd buy this house, right? And it's just a new age today. There's a lot of studies, but we can get into that into a different video. Moving on, just for moving into solar, there's big rebates and incentives from the federal government, and we're in South Carolina, so the state also gives huge incentives as well. So he's getting 26% of his project costs paid for by the federal government, and then 25% of it as well paid for by the state of South Carolina in the form of a tax credit. It's 51% off the entire project cost. This is a tax credit. It's not a tax deduction. It's dollar for dollar amount. It's way better than a tax deduction. And he can use this money to offset his taxes, or he can use it to pay for his solar, should he choose. And then again, like we said, he has a fixed cost up here, so he has no inflation rate. Okay. And if we just look at his cost over time, within this $150 a month bill, Bill has all these added fees and taxes, right? There's a lot of, hidden fees that these utility companies have, delivering the power. Sometimes they deliver them from out of state, from power plants that are farther from where you live, and all these other fees involved with it. But if we stick with this inflation rate at $150 a month, in 10 years' time, he's paying $22,000, $500 to the utility company. In 20 years, about $56,000. In 30 years, if he stays exactly the way he's doing, he's spending $105,000, right? Where John, on the other hand, there's no extra fees and taxes involved with solar, and that at fixed $120 a month, in 10 years, he's paying $14,400. In 20 years, he's paying $28,800. And 30 years, which, he'd probably pay for his solar system way before any of this, but his total project cost is $36,000, right? That's his cost for power over 30 years. And then he gets these tax credits of the 26% and the 25%. His net cost to go solar and his net cost for power over his lifetime in that house is $17,640, where the cost of doing nothing for Bill's side, if he stays exactly the way he is, if we look at this difference between the 105 and the 17, his cost of doing nothing is $87,360. So again, just wanted to share everybody just a little training session, I guess you could say, just a process that I do. But solar is just a numbers thing. It doesn't make sense for every house, but we're happy to see if it does make sense for your home. And I would like to add that these tax credits are running out. So if you've been thinking about solar, now's the time to at least get a report ran. Feel free to reach out to us, Second Sunrise Solar.